Now, as a journalist, every once in a while you get a story which is unbelievable, it's outlandish, it's beyond bizarre. It starts off as a snippet somewhere and then it catches traction. And especially, I wouldn't call it the urban audience, but especially for one set of audience, it's fascinating because the content of the story is such, it's voyeuristic as well because you don't know exactly what's going on. One such story came to light just about a month ago. Started off, like I said, a tiny snippet on say page 9, page 10, where a couple of women in Rajasthan reported a rather mysterious happening. A couple of women reported that maybe while they were cooking or when they were coming back from their fields, they would get a headache, they would faint, and then when they would actually get up, their hair was cut and their braid or their bun was lying right next to them. The story actually got a lot of traction, moved up along when similar cases were being reported from Haryana, the Mewat region in particular, which is extremely rural and backward. But what made the story jump from page 8, page 9 to the front page of newspapers and even the national television is when cases from across Delhi started getting reported, especially in Gurgaon as well. Some of them have actually also started reporting what they see is phantasm, hallucination, borderline paranormal. One such woman, the case in question, the last case which has been reported, has come from Gurgaon, where this woman says that she was cooking in her house and then she saw a little cat come into the kitchen, and that cat metamorphosed into a woman, and it was the woman who actually cut her hair and she passed out. So a lot of conjecture to these stories coming, and one doesn't quite understand when you're reading something like that because it's bizarre what exactly is going on. Who is this person who's cutting the hair? Now, of course, the police is extremely bothered because there are multiple cases coming in. So it's a prank where it's not conducted by one set of group or pointing to 3-4 individuals, but people read about it, people hear of it, and then they get ideas and they do it in that particular area or that particular region as well. It's interesting to note a similar story of that years ago. Even films were made on it because that's the fascination with stories such as this. Let's just go back at the case of the Monkey Man. It was in the winters in Delhi when people started talk about seeing a monkey man with a monkey's face coming out, throwing a stone or a boulder at people who were sleeping. So kind of a hysteria was generated at that point of time years ago. Reference to that incident, reference to that hysteria were even made in Bollywood films. So one could maybe draw a comparison to something like that because this is a very similar story. It borderlines where especially the rural population is concerned to the paranormal. Many of these women suddenly are reporting seeing somebody or a cat turning into a woman. All of these kind of stories coming to light. But with what seems to be right now, that's my gut feel because it's one small incident which starts off in some remote corner of the country, could be a practical joke. It's on 2-3 women. Then somebody picks up the newspaper or that news makes the round, and somebody gets an idea somewhere in Mewat and does the same very thing. And this is how something like that spreads. And especially the kind of belt these incidents are taking place in, the kind of victims that they choose. They are the ones who easily give in to fear, easily give in to maybe feelings of what they feel is hallucinations. So all in all, but what I think is it's just a prank which is catching traction across the country, and hopefully, like the story of the Monkey Man died down, but ultimately whoever is carrying out these pranks across a couple of states will just get tired of the joke, and that's when the story dies.